Hey, good morning to you. Yeah, it's Friday. Thank heavens for that. Going slightly different route because I wanted to show you something. Yeah, look at that. We're talking about December. A crocheted Christmas tree. How about that? That's different, isn't it? Marvellous. Right, so let's get on with the Mutter. Yeah, oh, weather, look at it. Glorious sunshine. Unbelievable. Yeah, it is very, very cold though. About 3 degrees this morning. Yeah, 3 degrees. That's a pop group, wasn't it? Yeah, a pop group. It's an old-fashioned term, isn't it? Anyway, I'll pick up where I was going. Pardon me. Hope I haven't got COVID again. That'd be terrible, wouldn't it? Now I'm steaming up. Oh, terrible start. Now I can't see where I'm going at all. But anyway, I wanted to crack on with the photos. That's what I was doing, wasn't it? Yeah, it is Friday. Phew. Never thought it'd get here. It's been a terrible week for me. But it has. It's arrived. And along with it is a photo from my mate Dave. Bike he no longer has, but had Motorcyclist Le Mans in red. Look at that. Marvellous, isn't it? Beautiful bike. My dad had one, and they haven't changed a great deal at all. No, so that's marvellous. And my mate Stu J, he crikey, it's windy as well today. He sent us a picture, a festive picture. Yeah. It's not his bike. He wanted to point out, yeah, it's got antlers. Yeah, I guess that's heading towards festive, isn't it, with reindeers and what have you. Oh, marvellous. Anyway, IT sent us some pictures. First pictures, because he knows I like the water and I like boats, sent us a picture of a shipwreck. Well, it's not a shipwreck. Yeah, down there in I want to say Australia, but I'm not going to. No, down there in New Zealand. Yeah. He also sent us some pictures of the roads back again. Yeah, marvellous. And my mate Steve, he sent us a picture of his classic 350. Yeah, in brown. Marvellous. The Audi made a bit of a meal of that, didn't he? Yeah. Oh, a bit like Paddington, except with bags on and stuff. Yeah, marvellous. And then my mate Al, yeah, Al B, he went off to the Watsonian dealer. They're also selling Royal Enfields now, and he sent us some pictures of the outfits, and that, oh, well, I can't tell you because it'll spoil the video, but they're marvellous, aren't they? Marvellous pictures. Yeah. Ian Hughes, you might have seen his comment about having an RD400. Anyway, he had this RD400 and dropped it, bike rolled over him. Yeah, he picked it up, fixed it and carried on. Well, he did then. But anyway, there's a whole story. You've got to read the comments. He sent us a picture of his RD. When he got it repaired, he went off camping. Yeah, there he is camping. Marvellous picture. He also sent us a picture of his 250 Greaves. Yeah. He said he did really well. You know, he was competing against all these modern bikes at the time, sand racing or something like that. I can't remember, Ian, sorry. But yeah, look at that. Greaves, do you remember Greaves? I used to have a metal badge with Greaves on. Never had a motorbike though. He also sent me a festive picture, the first proper festive picture, Stu, just saying. A Christmas tree, yeah, with his Clementine, yeah, parked in front. That's marvellous, isn't it? And Solo Motor UK, obviously he'd been to the NEC and what have you, and he'd been talking to Norton, got himself a test ride on the Norton 961, is it? Anyway, he sent us some pictures, and he's got video out as well, yeah, doing a test ride. Unfortunately his camera went wrong, always the way. But starts off okay. I think they're about 17 grand for the basic one, or something like that, yeah. And they don't have any extras on or anything, so quite expensive motorbikes. I did have a look at them when I was at the NEC, and on that subject I have done a video of from my trip to the NEC, but I'm not sure whether I'm going to publish it, and I'll tell you why. Because the sound is awful. As I thought, there was so much noise in there. It just irritating. It's irritating me to watch. I don't know. Maybe I will put it up. I don't know. We'll see. I had an email from Willie T, yeah. He wanted to know, he asked me about the Royal Enfield Continental and the drop bars, and if I'd any experience or heard anything about people putting just some ordinary flat bars on as opposed to the clip-on type bars. And I do remember someone doing it, but I can't remember who. Obviously I'm 6'2" and I'm a tiddler compared to Willie. No, Willie's 6'4". I have no problem, because my arms are so long, I don't have a problem with the drop bars, because I can, you know, just straighten them and I'm in a more upright position. So what Willie wants to know, what is the Royal Enfield Continental like with flat bars on? Are you better off getting an Interceptor and putting flat bars on? I know you get a different tank and different foot position, and for me it's the foot position on the Continental that wins it over the Interceptor. That's because I'm lanky, and I know it sounds ridiculous because the foot peg's higher up, but honestly, trust me, it works. So yeah, so that is Willie's email. Also got an email from Tim G. Yeah, he's got T100, same as Buddy. Yeah, marvellous. And what he was wondering, what my cleaning regime is for the bikes, doing all the filming and working full time and doing the stables and going sailing, trying bikes, doing all that. How do I find time to clean my bikes? Well, the thing is, I don't clean them every day. No, I don't ride them, get them dirty and clean them. No, they're working bikes, they have to work. What I do is I clean them same way as everybody else probably. Sometimes I do it with a bucket and a brush, you know, like a scrubbing brush. Give it a hose off, put some muck off or something on it, let it do its magic for a bit, give it a scrub with a damp brush, yeah, and then wash it off, yeah, with a sponge, and then a hose, yeah, and then I give it a dry, and then I pile the protectorant on, yeah, I do. I spray it on, then I spray it on a cloth, and then I rub it on, and then I spray it again, and I make sure that it's coated. And do you know what? It works just fine. The bikes are absolutely fine. Last winter they came out looking like brand new. They did, but I didn't wash them out all the time. No, the protectorant protected them. You know, what's the point in putting loads of protectorant on, getting them a bit dirty, and then washing them and washing all the protectorant on and putting more on? Look at this dog, that's marvellous. Yeah, he's got a beard and everything, marvellous. Anyway, so the other way I do it is I've got one of those muck-off sprays, yeah, they're slightly gentler than the Karachi or whatever they're called, and the snow foam. It's I don't know whether it works properly or not, I don't know. It makes the bike all white and foamy, and then you've still got to scrub it, don't get everything off, but it does a pretty good job. I reckon it probably takes me about half an hour a bike, maybe a bit longer, and I do try in winter, in the depth of winter, not to use all the bikes every week. I mean, as you know, last winter Bertie took the brunt of it along with Tigger. Do you remember Tigger, the Triumph Tiger 1050? He took the brunt of it. So yeah, I mean, and if I go back when I was commuting to university down the A14 every day, in all weathers, I had the V-Strom. I did 45,000 miles in what, 3-4 years, something like that, and I only washed it about twice each year. I know, but balmy, isn't it? But all I used to do then was washing up liquid, warm water and a sponge, wash it all off, and polish it with sparkle, Mr. Sheen or sparkle, yeah, generally Mr. Sheen, yeah. And I used to put loads and loads on. I'd let it dry and polish it until it's shiny, then I'd put more on and polish it again. And yes, it took me a bit of time, but you know what, when I part exchanged that bike, it looked like the day I bought it, yeah. Mr. Sheen and Fairy Liquid, well, there you go. Those well-known motorcycle cleaning equipment. So yeah, so that's my cleaning regime. Nothing special, I just do. I tried the, what's it called, the AFC, ACF, you know, the aircraft stuff, the stuff they put on aircraft. I used that for a bit, but it didn't make no difference, never mind. When I stopped using it, it was expensive to buy, I had no money, I was a student, yeah. Anyway, that's it for cleaning regime. I can ask the giraffe, if he's not busy, of course, what he used to do. There it is. Morning, giraffe. What? Yeah, I am running late. How did you know? Yeah, cleaning bikes. What? Ah, that's interesting. Cheers. He said he has this bloke come round called the All Year Biker. Yeah. He does it for him for about 70 quid, and that's all he does, twice a year. Marvellous. I've never heard of it, but there you go. Anyway, that's cleaning bikes. Videos I've watched, of course, I've watched The Gang, haven't I? Ian Hughes, heated gloves. I've been looking at heated gloves myself, but it's a minefield, isn't it? You don't know whether they're going to be any good. I don't know if they're going to fit me, because I've got sort of paddle hands, really. But the RST Paragon 6 that Ian did a review on, I'll put a link, yeah, marvellous video. He reckons they're really good, and he got them for 159 quid, which seems to be about par for the course from what I can see. Some a lot more money, some a little bit less. I don't want ones that plug into the bike, and they have their own battery, so they seem ideal, really. My mate Tom, yeah, who's sending us the shockers, the Hagen shocks for Bertie. I believe they're in the air now. He's got a little video out, just of on his Interceptor going down to the beach, and that makes you sick, doesn't it? We're just heading into winter, he's heading down the beach. Yeah, marvellous. Did notice some youths with surfboards and all that malarkey. Also, Silver Fox went off to Nidderdale and then off on up. And I tell you what, Ainsworth, he mentioned that John Pawson would fancy a bit of that, and he's dead right, he would. It's got John Pawson written all over it, if you ask me. Nick, yeah, I think so. Look at those little dogs. One small step for a normal dog, one massive leap for a sausage dog. Anyway, I've come to the end. I'm here already. I've spluttered and stammered through this, because I tell you what, it is so damn cold on my face. I've got blurry eyes, I can't see nothing out of them, and my glasses keep steaming up. Yeah. Anyway, have a good weekend, and I hope you enjoy this weekend's video. I feel feeling you will. Ta-ta.